Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Northern Block Podcast. It is Monday, November 3rd, 2025. I'm your host, your Northern I-7, joined with a grieving LeBlock James. I'm not even going to ask how he's doing because I know he's in a deep depression right now.
Why? Why?
Yeah, we'll talk about it. Producer Tim's also here as well. Tim, how are we doing?
Doing good.
Yeah, me as well. I'm a little bit sad, but I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Doing okay. So, we never really lead off with the hot topics around sport. LeBlanc, you look like you're in tears, my guy.
I'm not in tears. I'm just... You do look like it.
So we never start off with the hot topics around sports. We always do that at the end. But I feel like we have to get this out of the way. Otherwise, we can't record the episode. It's just going to be so long having to wait through it. The Toronto Blue Jays, which is one of our favorite co-hosts' team. He's wearing their jersey. He just left the screen. Lost in the World Series to the LA Dodgers in Game 7, a heartbreaking fashion. There is so much that we can talk about from this game and this overall series. It's very frustrating and pretty upsetting, I got to say, for Blue Jays fans. I mean, hey, congrats to the Dodgers back-to-back since the, Yankees, and before that, the Cincinnati Reds, if you're talking NL teams. Overall, just like congratulations to them. They're unbelievable. But going back to the Blue Jays end, because we were rooting for the Blue Jays, even though two of us picked the Dodgers, we're sadly right. But anyway, the one take that I get right that I don't want to be right in is the what, of course. Anyway,
yeah. So
I'm gonna turn it over to LeBlanc here, who's a Blue Jays fan. I'm just gonna let him talk away, and I'll cut out all the curse words. No, I won't, because there's probably gonna be too many of them. So LeBlanc, what's your thoughts right now?
So as soon as the game ended, I turned on my TV, I turned off all the lights, and I started blasting Creed everywhere. It was just not. It was just not a good time. And I mean, we were right there. We were right there. 2 outs away. 2 outs away.
Inches away.
It's all about, I say in baseball, it's all about manager decisions. And I think maybe bringing in Jeff Hoffman, I will say this, Jeff Hoffman all October has been a dog. He was a dog all October, so I get bringing in Jeff Hoffman to close it out, but I feel like with Savage cooking and, how he was faring against the Dodgers, I feel like we would have kept Savage in. If they kept Savage in, they're probably World Series champions.
Oh boy.
If IFK had a better lead off at third, they're probably World Series champions. It's just it's a whole bag of just like you were just there. You were right there. You were at the finish line, and then someone shot you, or a truck comes the other way and hits you, and the other guy wins.
Yeah. I mean, again, baseball is a game of inches. So, they were inches away from that. From who was it? IKF hitting that home plate.
IKF
had he been an inch closer, had that ball been an inch the other way, where Will Smith was that who was catching, had to move over a little bit. We're talking about a Blue Jays World Series win now.
If Vladdy
Hoffman can hold on to that game and get through that with there was 2 outs left, you win the World Series. But it's crazy because baseball can change just like that.
If Vladdy's leadoff hit in the bottom of the ninth, which is I think 6 feet more, that's a home run.
Oh yeah, it's over.
No one really talks about that part, but
if they don't catch that ball with 2 outs, where it was Pages, I think he barely catch that ball.
You bodied Enrique Hernandez to get the ball.
Yeah, friendly fire. Good on him though. I hate that guy.
But I'm so proud. I'm so proud of this team coming into the year. No one, if I told Tim in March of last year the Jays are gonna go to Game 7 of the World Series, he would have asked me, "Am I on the methamphetamines?"
Oh, 100%. Can confirm I would have either said that or I would have just laughed at you.
Yeah. So the fact that I'm pretty sure we were last in the division last year.
You were terrible last year.
Mm-hmm. And it's a big turnaround. We have some guys who are coming off the books. Some notable guys like Bo Bichette. Shane Bieber's probably going to opt out. Chris Bassett, Ty France. Those are just a couple to name in there. I really do hope that I hope they can bring most of those guys back, but I really do doubt that most of those guys are coming back. But I'm just so proud. The country felt like united for the first time in like a pretty long time.
It did.
Since I would say 4 nations.
Probably.
And
Yeah.
And I'm just going to say this. I saw Trailer Park Sports say this. This World Series had like a 4 nations type effect on the country.
It did. I think it might have been a little more.
And I kind of do agree with that.
Yeah. Not only that, I feel like a lot of America was rooting with you as well. To be honest,
it was even though we lost, and it will always be sour for me. This was the best World Series in my lifetime.
As somebody who just got into baseball a couple of months ago, like this is a great first World Series to really like get hooked into the game with. I love this World Series from Game 1 to Game 7. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I was like this run that Toronto was on. Like you guys know that like I root for the Flyers. Flyers are my homegrown team, but I really got into the Arizona Coyotes, and that would make me root for that team. Just like you have those moments in time when you're a young kid, or even when you're my age at this point, where like you're rooting for a team, and like you realize that you're falling in love with that team. This run made me fall in love with the Blue Jays, and like they're probably my second favorite team at this point. It does suck seeing both of my teams go down to the LA Dodgers pretty much. But hey, LA had a hell of a roster. What really hurts though is that LA batted like a 206 during that World Series, and they were outscored, and they won it all. And what did me and Tim say would make a big difference in this series, and what was the difference maker in this series? It was pitching.
Yeah,
Yoshinobu Yamamoto is an animal. I think probably one of, if not the best pitcher in the NL. Maybe you can make an argument for a certain other guy in there, but my God, man, like that team is something else. Even Ohtani didn't look that good, but they still won. They still found a way, and that's what good teams do. And again, like you can say that they bought their way to it, which sure, like yeah,
it's baseball. Half the teams buy, half the teams just like, well, we'll see.
Yeah. So with that being said, I wanted to ask this question.
Oh, sorry. I was going to do one more thing. I'll probably move it on. My bad. Go ahead.
No, I wanted to ask this question. We're still deep into this. With the Dodgers winning the World Series, back-to-back champions, and in the way they won it, not only were they, and I know they were outplayed by the Blue Jays, but you look at the rounds before that, they steamrolled every team prior to that. And with the Blue Jays, they kind of, they got their feathers rustled, I guess is the right term, but they ended up winning it anyway. Do we think, with them winning this World Series, will there be an MLB lockout in 2027?
My short answer, yes. I'm going to give Tim the long answer, though. Tim, you can go ahead on this.
Yeah, I think regardless of if they won it or not, I feel like most people feel like this lockout's going to happen anyways, just because of all the stuff that happened with them signing Ohtani 2 off seasons ago with all the deferred money and all of that, and just how they keep deferring money everywhere else. I think that's probably going to be the biggest thing that people need to, like, they got to fix. Some people want like a salary cap or a salary floor. The problem is if you're going to have like a floor, there's going to be a cap that comes with it, and I don't know how that's going to work. So it'll be
both would be good.
Yeah, it'll be good. Then I saw a point from, who was it? I think it was Vinny Pasquantino on Twitter. He said his type of player, the guy who's like not the top tier players, those are the ones who would be affected the most by the MLB getting a salary cap. He said fans don't fully understand what a salary cap would do to the MLB. It would actually hurt it more than it helps. And so we'll just see where it goes from here. But 27, I can almost just feels like it's going to be a lockout.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's got to be I think, I'm just going to put my thoughts on here. I think there should be a deferment cap, amount of money you can defer. I think that is a nice compromise where there's no salary cap, but there's no. You should be able to cap the amount of money you can defer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think both are good. I feel like cap floor would be good because it forces owners to spend more money. It forces owners to do these things. And yeah, they'll probably do the bare minimum, but they'll still have to spend more money than they're spending right now. And it would make the MLB more competitive overall. It would make them pay more money for players. And not only that, I mean, they still might all go to the Dodgers, but all these guys that we see, they may not go to LA or these places with really high payrolls. So yeah, I don't know. And again, LA, they're a really good team. I feel like both teams kind of deserve this World Series, but you really do look at how the Jays played through a lot of this and the way they handled the Dodgers in games 1 and 4 and 5, and even in game 7 until the 9th. You really thought they deserved this, and they were right there. And I can't believe it. I'm in disbelief even still at this point that they won. And I even look at that game and I'm like, how the hell did the Dodgers win that game?
Mm-hmm.
How? I still don't know how.
This honestly, I'm gonna be honest here. It's fresh, very fresh. Kevin yesterday, but this might hurt more than 2017 when the Sens lost in double overtime.
For you personally, yeah.
Yes, because when that happened, when the Sens lost in double overtime, I was on the couch. I was with my buddy on the couch, and I think I sat there like this for I swear to you, 45 to 90 minutes, just like that, on the couch.
It's a full episode worth of just sitting.
TV's still on. I remember he went to the news. I'm still like this. This one was just like with the Sens, you kind of figured that this is an overachieving run, and whatever happens. This was just like this was for the World Series. This is for all. In the Jays, it's for all of Canada. Excuse me, it's not just for Toronto. You're right there, and then I think some of these big guys we have off the books are not coming back. I think there's going to be. I don't know if they can have this run next year. And not anything is possible, but I feel like this was their one shot to get the World Series. I don't know if they'll be back for a while.
It was, yeah. It's very unfortunate. We'll see what happens. Again, there's a lot to discuss. You can go into off-season talks and that, but for the sake of the hockey fans here, we're going to move on. We have some signings to discuss here today. So there's 4 of them that have happened since our last podcast. The first one is Thomas Harley, who has signed an 8-year, $10.5875 million contract. This happened on Tuesday. Harley's been great for Dallas overall through the majority of his young career. He's also been very good in the 4 Nations with Team Canada. So I don't have a lot of complaints with this deal. I feel like it's the right amount of money.
Wow, that was a very specific amount in terms of AAV.
Is that his number? Is one of those numbers his number?
No, because he's 48.
That is a little weird.
I know, some people have tried to sneak their number into their contract somehow. You look at Crosby. Crosby was notorious for doing it forever. Marner did it in Toronto. Matthews did it. I think Matthews did it, but at one point. But it was one of those where it kind of just came out of nowhere. You knew they were probably going to sign him at some point, but nobody knew when. And when it dropped, it's like, wait, what? All right.
Yeah, I was like, wow, really?
Yeah, it kind of just caught you off guard from the fact that you didn't hear anything. There were no rumblings about, hey, this might happen. It was just, nope, here it is. And from both sides, it's a good deal. Dallas needed to lock him up, and for Harley, man got paid.
LeBlanc?
Harley's a damn good defenseman. I think he's on you see guys I'm going to put out here. He's like a Jake Sanderson type player, caliber player.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah, I look at him and I feel like he's he's a lot like Sanderson in a way where he's got the defensive capabilities, but he can also still score at points.
Yeah, and I feel like with the way the market's going, this is a good contract because the way that the cap is rising. So I feel like it's if you signed him maybe like 3 years ago, it's probably an 8x8. So I don't think it's a bad contract at all with the way the cap inflation is going. He's a damn good defenseman. He's a good number 2 behind Miro Heiskanen. So this is a damn good contract for Dallas. And this time we didn't hear any owners complaining that they gave someone $9 million.
That's true. Now, this rose a discussion on the Nordcast because this obviously came when we were recording the Nordcast. Jason Robertson also expiring too. Do we think he gets more or less than Harley?
Less.
So Carter said on the pod, he said that it'll be less if it's in Dallas. It'll be more if it's not with Dallas.
Yeah, I was just say I know he's an RFA, but if he gets traded, he'll probably get 10 mil somewhere.
My contrary to that though is Dallas. Like they have the cap space. Like next year they are going to have $17 million in cap with free agents to sign. Yeah, but nobody that's really widely going to ask for a lot of money besides Jason Robertson. He's kind of the last guy when you look at besides Tyler Seguin, I guess, but he's getting up there. He's the last guy in Dallas's young core that needs a long-term contract. So he's the only guy you kind of need to lock up there.
Yeah. I think with Robertson, he'll probably get less in Dallas. And that's for Stars fans, you probably hope that he also does get less just for the sake of not having so much money built up into like 4 or 5 guys. So you're able to spread that money throughout the roster.
I'm going to just say something, and it might be a little delusional, but I would not be surprised if in the off season, Dallas moves him, and then they spread that money around.
They could do that.
I could see it.
There's no reason for Robertson to take less.
No.
That's the thing.
Here's the thing, though. You look at Harley. He got 10.5. Johnston, 8.4. Hintz, 8.45. Rantanen's there at 12. Do you think that Jason Robertson is the second best player on this team?
No.
Nope.
So there you go. You could use that argument with that. So there is that side of it. Utah, Logan Cooley signed an 8-year, $10 million extension with the Mammoth. He has been pretty good here so far. Again, Logan Cooley has had a dynamic start to the season. He turned down that contract offer. I can't remember the exact numbers for it at the start of the season, and now he has re-signed with the team, $10 million coming straight off of his ELC. That is one hell of a deal there for Utah's top center. What do we think about that?
I think the number was like either was 8.3 or 9.3. So
it was one of those two, yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like this contract is worth it. You look at the start of the season. He had a great year last year, a great breakout year last year. And he's showing that he is the number 1 center in the National Hockey League. And he is worth $10 million per season for the next 8 years. So
would you say he's the best player on the Mammoth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe behind Keller.
Yeah, I was going to say it's over Keller.
I think Cooley will be better than Keller. And right now, I'd say you probably lean towards Keller, but I think in this prime, I'm going to take Logan Cooley all day.
You're probably right. Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah, I feel like with Cooley, you're paying him for now, but you're also mainly paying him for what he will be.
That's true.
Especially because he's so young, he's going to just keep getting better. So getting him at 10, the longer this deal goes, the better that contract could look for them. So it was a good deal for both sides.
The only guy they got left here to really sign that is of major importance is Nick Schmaltz. He has been great to start the season, so we'll see how much Schmaltz gets. I don't want to speculate that because I have no clue. Marty Natchez with Colorado. Marty Natchez signed an 8-year, $11.5 million contract with the Colorado Avalanche. Okay. Here's my thing. That is a lot of money for a guy like him. He's taking $500,000 less than what Mikko Rantanen took. He is the second highest paid player on this team now at this point. Probably becomes the third after Cale Makar signs his big contract. But wow, what do you guys think about this?
I'm gonna be real here. Hindsight is 2020. You traded Rantanen to get Natchez for $500K less. Congratulations, you done messed up.
They
And
should have. I mean, again, like
what?
we have spoken about that. That's
However,
definitely
Natchez basically handcuffed the Avs because
he did.
you can't you're like, well, oh, you're not gonna pay me what I want. Well, I'm gonna walk. Then you're gonna look stupid for trading Mikko Rantanen. And they kind of if they didn't re-sign Natchez, that's the worst asset management I've ever seen in my life. So
Natchez so far this year, 17 points in 13 games played.
yeah, and he's a damn good player, and he fits in Colorado. So I like the signing.
He is. Yeah, I don't hate it that much either. I think again, like it's definitely a lot of money. Like
But
I mean,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised he signed. I thought he was gonna walk.
Yeah, I felt like if there was going to be one big name that got to this summer's free agent market, it was going to be Marty Natchez. But James, kind of like what you said, Colorado also didn't really have a choice. You kind of had to pay him. You couldn't go through another Mikko Rantanen type situation again where you get to a point where it's like, well, I'm not going to sign. And then you got to flip another guy. At some point, you just got to swallow your dignity, swallow your pride, and just give somebody some goddamn money.
Yeah,
And that's what they did with Natchez. Would you rather have Mikko? Yeah, but it is what it is at this point. I respect the fact that they swallowed their pride, learned from their mistake last year of not signing Mikko, and they're just like, here, take it.
yeah. I mean, again, I feel like this is something you had to do. If you lost Natchez, it would have looked terrible, and I think McFarland would have lost his job probably. Had to think of who it was. But yeah, I mean, good on them for getting that done. It does make you ponder. And you see with some of the contracts that are being handed out, Cale Makar, 2027. How much we thinking there?
15?
14, 15, yeah.
At that point, the cap will be up. I mean, Makar really has no reason to sign like right away. He could wait.
No.
He could wait it out. Have it be more and more and more and more if he really wants to go down that road.
It would be shocking if Cale Makar got to market.
No, he wouldn't get to market. I'm saying he waits until after the season starts.
But here's the thing. I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna play the devil's advocate because I love doing that.
That's what we named the last episode.
Cale Makar, if it's not gonna happen. If he gets to market, you're not gonna tell me he's not gonna garner like a $16-17 million contract. He's won a cup. He's won his cup. He's won his Norris.
LeBlanc, that's like 2 years from now.
I know. So anything can happen.
More than that. It could be more than that, man.
He could possibly get close to 20.
Yeah. So he Carl drafted him. He got his cup, got his Norris. Norris's. I don't know if he has 2 or 1, but
Pretty sure.
We say that Natchez handcuffed Colorado. Cale Makar has all the cards in the world now.
Yeah, so Cale Makar, and I think he will get signed to. I'm gonna predict like 16 and a half.
Okay,
and that's and Colorado will be a top heavy team, which they are now. By the way, they are still a top heavy.
They already are a top heavy team.
Cale Makar, 8 years, $8.85 million. Book it. It's gonna happen. That's Lane Hudson's contract, by the way. New Jersey, Jacob Markstrom, the last contract we have to talk about. He signed a 2-year, $6 million deal with the New Jersey Devils. Obviously, Jacob Markstrom is getting up there in age. He is actually 35. So this is probably going to be, and he has 1 year left at the 4.125. It'll probably be his last 3 years in the NHL, possibly, before he wraps it up. So you guys, Tim, you're a goalie. What do you think about Markstrom in this deal?
I mean, I like the deal from a New Jersey perspective. 2 years, so it's not that big of a commitment, especially for a 35-year-old. You didn't want to go longer than 3 years, and you were able to do that, and you were also able to keep the AAV down, which is a good thing for Jersey with how their cap situation is, because they still have coming up soon. They're going to have to pay Heischer, so
that is true. That is coming up. You're right.
That's the big name that they're going to have to save money for, and by only
yep.
Yeah, by only giving Markstrom 6, you like that. The only problem for Jersey is, can Markstrom stay healthy for the rest of this, in this next contract in these 2 years? Because the past 2 years, I think he's missed a lot of time due to injury, and it happened a little bit in Calgary too, in his time there, where he's just gotten injured, and it's been probably the one thing that's hindered him from being into that upper tier of goaltending of goalies, because he just can't stay healthy.
Yeah, definitely. And what's crazy about both of New Jersey's goalies, they're both 35. Jake Allen, who you can't rely on him, just want to put that out there. He's on a 5-year contract. He will be 40 by the time that deal's up. Now it's 1.8, so it's not like it's a boatload of money, but man. LeBlanc, any thoughts on Markstrom?
I don't like it.
Really?
I just feel like once goal, it's how many years is it? Is it a 2-year deal or is it a?
Yeah, it's just a 2-year deal.
Okay, again, never mind. I thought it was a 4-year deal. Sorry, excuse me.
Man doesn't listen, brother. I know you are depressed right now. You got to listen to the words coming out of my mouth.
Guy doesn't listen.
I'll be honest. I was kind of dozing off. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, you look like you're about to cry. You look like Blake Snell right now, dude. Like, I'm so sorry I said that to you, but
am I not ugly? Like, goddamn.
No, you just look like you haven't slept in 5 years.
The
Blake Snell eyes.
For like you said, New Jersey goalies are both over 35, and we see goalies after the age of, like, I would say 32, 33. They're either they age like wine or they age like milk. Now, after 35, the milk might go sour. Or the milk might turn into yogurt. I don't know. But I feel like with New Jersey, it is a risk. Martin's a good goalie, but he's had a rough start to the season. If he's once again, it is very early, and goalies are
they're going to get done now.
Yeah, and goalies are a little voodoo. So I'm going to say it's what he would have got on the market if he went to market. So I think it's a good deal.
Last 2 years, 905 and 900. Splitting between Calgary and New Jersey in 23-24 and 24-25.
That's about average.
8.75. Not the greatest. But again, we said with the Devils, like, they needed average goaltending to make the playoffs, and they got that, and they made the playoffs. So there's your silver lining. Again, with New Jersey, maybe all you need is average goaltending to make it. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the way he's played so far. Only time will tell with how that contract will look. But yeah, good point, Tim. I didn't realize that Heischer and Mercer only had like 1 year left after this year on their deals.
I didn't realize that either.
Heischer could get a pretty good pay raise, not a lot, but could get a good pay raise, and then Mercer too could make some good money there as well. He's had a good start to the season there for New Jersey as well. So there you go. Okay, we got to talk about two teams here in the Central Division who have not looked good. I don't think I'm surprising anybody by saying that. They haven't looked like good teams, and that is the St. Louis Blues and the Minnesota Wild. Now, these are two teams that one of us we were not so high on. The other side of us we were pretty high on. We were all high on St. Louis collectively. Most of us weren't high on Minnesota. So it's kind of a tale of both sides. So St. Louis so far this year, 3-7-2, 8 points, a minus 17 goal differential. When you guys look at the St. Louis Blues, what's the biggest thing that you see that is a problem with this team right now?
The New Jerseys.
The New Jerseys are fine, man.
No. I just played. Honestly, I'm gonna say, and maybe this is wrong, but I don't think they're playing very well offensively. Like, the goal support. Goaltending is also an issue. I don't know if Binnington has been... Hover's been bad. Hover's been real bad. Binnington, I don't know what his stats are, but I'll be honest, I have not watched many St. Louis games this year. But I think their goal support and then defending a lead, like they get a lead, poof, gone.
So they are ranked lower in the goals for column. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're ranked 8th worst in goal differential. Keep in mind they're tied with a couple of teams there. They have a minus 17 goal differential. What I really wanted to point out here is their goaltending, because LeBlanc, you're right. Binnington and Hofer have both the 5th and 6th worst goals saved above expected. Both of them are in the bottom 10 there in goals saved above expected. And for those who don't really follow advanced analytics that much, that is not good to be that low in that overall stat. So that's the biggest factor there with them. What's that?
Mamma mia.
Yeah. It's not good. It's not good. Their goaltending has not been good. And I think, again, for a team that really struggled last year with a good start to the season, like, this is a problem. It is. Again, like, you look last year, and I'm going to go back here for some context. On November 2nd, this time last year, they had a record. They were a little bit better. They were 6-6 this time. But as the month went on, they had so lackluster goaltending even still through to that point. So last year they started off really bad with their goaltending, and this year they're starting off really bad with their goaltending. It was really important that St. Louis started off their season good because of the fact you see the teams they're competing with there in the playoffs. And I'm overall just really disappointed with the way that they've looked. And their goaltending's been a massive factor. Any thoughts, Tim?
Yeah, goaltending has been a big issue. I just had it pulled up. Hofer's stat line might be one of the worst stat lines I've ever seen in my life.
That's a lot coming from you, man.
Yeah, he's got a .829 save percentage and a 5.16 goals against.
829?
5 games. In 5 games.
Yeah, in 5 games. He has an 829.
Oh my god, in 5 games.
And a 5.16 goals against.
Jesus Christ.
Like, it's worse than I thought it was. And I watched St. Louis just like twice in the past week because the Wings have played them both times. One of them,
that's an 844 average, by the way.
Yeah, one of them, the Wings got out. St. Louis was out to a 4-0 lead, and Wings rattled off 6 straight. So for St. Louis, it's the goaltend. They're not getting the saves they need to. The other thing is, there's just not an influx of youth in this lineup, and you can see with the way they play. Like, yeah, you have
influx of youth. There's young guys on this team.
Yeah, there is. But I feel like they could be used. Like, you have Snuggerud, Holloway, Broberg.
Mayu's there. Yeah, he hasn't been that great.
And then, outside of that, it's just like the team's just more old and kind of mid. So I feel like if you could go for a semi retool, like trade some guys at like the deadline and in the offseason, trade some guys at the deadline, it would not be the worst thing in the world for St. Louis to be a bottom 5 to 10 team in the league this year.
Do they have their pick?
Especially with
They do. They should.
Okay.
I was just saying, I believe they do. Like this is like the perfect draft for them to be in like that bottom 10 spot. Maybe get lucky in the lottery, which I still think is a myth. That's a whole different story. But yeah, it's just the biggest thing with St. Louis is the goaltending. They're not getting the saves.
Yeah, totally. Again, like if their goaltending can improve, I think they're back there. They have the 5th worst goals for above expected, which for that stat, and I'm going to bring that up here with Minnesota. The problem is with them is they're not scoring. They're not getting goals. They're not getting goals on the board, and that is not good enough. They're actually 2nd worst in goals against above expected there too. So Ottawa's number 3. Anyway, I think that for St. Louis to improve, they have to get their goaltending back on track, but they also need to start scoring here too. There's no players that are a point per game on this roster currently. You look at Jake Neighbors, leads their team in scoring, 6 goals in 8 games played. He's their best guy right now. And I'm not seeing the production that I saw last year. And even a guy you look at like Cam Fowler, who Fowler got signed to that contract during this season, or not during this offseason. He has 4 assists Through those 12 games played, -8. They've just been overall very brutal in terms of their defensive play, and I'm not not a fan of it. It's not good. It's not good, honestly.
They're saying they're having a tough time scoring? Ooh, it's like they traded away a young 20-goal scorer for a top 4 defenseman, and now he's thriving on an Atlantic Division team. Who could that be? Zach Bolduc. Why? What? I don't understand. Now that move now looks way worse than it should.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. Again, just defensively, they haven't looked that great either. Again, it's the 3rd of November when this podcast is uploading. I feel like we need to, we're definitely not overreacting, but I feel like definitely need to just calm down and wait for things to improve upon itself. But if we don't see that soon, then there's a real problem there, because from what I've seen, I'm not a fan of how they've been playing so far. So there you go. There's that. Their goaltending is a massive factor, though, when you look at their overall stats. Another team, and again, we talked about St. Louis and Minnesota. They are the other team that is struggling right now. They are slightly better than the Blues. Their goaltending slightly better, but they're still not playing that great. They are 4-6-3. They have 11 points. They have the worst goals for above expected. When you guys look at Minnesota, what do you think is their biggest problem there?
John Hines.
It might be. It might be John Hines. It might be.
I mean, that's the low hanging fruit, because the one thing that was they were struggling with last year was power play. They couldn't get the power play going. Then you bring in Zeev William comes in this year. Now their power play's fixed. And now all of a sudden their whole 5-on-5 offense is gone. John Hines and 5-on-5 offense are the two things that they're struggling with the most.
They have really struggled with just getting goals 5v5. Their power play is awesome. You look at their power play, it's one of the best in the league. Here's the problem, though. It really dried up their 5v5 offense. They have a 29% power play right now. They're ranked 5th in the league. That's really good. That's really freaking good. When you look at their 5v5 numbers, it's been very, very lackluster. And again, that is something that, you're not going to be on the power play forever. You're not going to always be on the power play. I will say this, though. They are last in expected goals for, so maybe they're just struggling to put goals up there, and there's that. I also think defensively they haven't been the prettiest either. Their goaltending could be better, but it's not St. Louis level bad. It's not great either. Gustafsson, .895. I think that could be better, but yeah, I need to see 5v5 results.
It's almost like Gustafsson is, say it with me now. Say it with me now.
Odd year merchant.
This beat goes on. But we've seen teams make the playoffs with really bad 5-on-5 numbers. I want to point to Ottawa last year. Ottawa was 30th in 5-on-5 points and still managed to make the playoffs because they had a very good power play like Minnesota does. Now, can Minnesota turn this around? I believe they can turn it around. But
both teams can. Both of these two teams can.
Oh, yeah.
But the longer Minnesota strays out of the path of the playoffs, the lower and lower the hanging fruit becomes. John Hines just gets fired. Break out the flamethrower on the damn tree. Because this is hockey. Coaches don't last long.
You were hired to be fired, pretty much. And we've said that saying in multiple different episodes on this podcast over the 2 years we've been doing it. And I think that from what I've seen, I feel like Hines is probably going to be fired soon. If they don't improve, he's probably going to be the first guy that gets fired, which you look at the free agent coaches, Who is currently just hanging there waiting for a job right now?
Peter DeBoer.
Pete DeBoer.
Now, Pete DeBoer, again, he's had a lot of controversy, but he has been known to take teams far. That is one thing that he has no doubt about. He's a 2 to 3 year coach, but he's very good in those 2 to 3 years. So I feel like if Minnesota keeps struggling more and more, and the worse they get, they gotta message Pete DeBoer and ask him, "Hey, would you come over here to the state of hockey and coach us?"
Listen, they need a coach who's going to have Kaprizov scared for his life. They got to go get Torts.
Oh my! Imagine.
He hates those Russians. No, that's not happening. He signed that deal with ESPN. He's going back.
No, I'm just joking.
Imagine James is right about this one, though.
My God, man, I'd lose it. We haven't seen Torts that much on the ESPN panel.
No, we haven't.
Either he's keeping quiet, or maybe there's something brewing there with Minnesota. You never know.
With John Hines does he make it to Thanksgiving?
No. There's no shot.
If they get better, yes.
Wait, sorry. If they get better, if they keep losing, hell no.
No, he'll be gone by Thanksgiving. He might be gone by the end of the week. Like if they keep racking up losses.
They just beat Vancouver 5-2, so that's a sign of something good. But Vancouver is meh.
Vancouver this year,
yeah. Vancouver is Vancouver.
Vancouver's meh. So I really don't.
Okay, they just beat this. They're up their next 5 games. Home against Nashville, on the road in a back-to-back against Carolina and the Islanders. And then you're at home for Calgary and San Jose.
You should be able to win 4 of those 5.
You should be able to win 4 of those.
If you come out of that going 2-3, goodbye. I'm not going to
2 and 3 or worse. Yeah, I would argue. But I don't know. One more thing I wanted to point out here in a little bit of a tidbit. David Jiricek, 9 games played, 0 goals, 0 assists, 0 points, -2 of the Minnesota Wild. I just want to put this out there to the world. They gave up a first, a second, and a third for that player, and he has 0 points so far.
Say it with me now.
I just want to put that out there.
Bust.
I don't know about bust. I think that's a flop. Well, yeah, probably bust, but I think that's a flop
bust.
there from Bill Guerin.
It's a flop from Guerin, but the pick in general from was it Jersey or Columbus?
Columbus.
Columbus.
Yeah, just in general, the pick. Jiricek, the player, is a bust. But this trade from Guerin, this might be one of. Would you say this is probably the worst trade he's made in Minnesota?
Yeah.
David Jiricek to Minnesota for Damon Hunt, a first-round pick, a second-round pick, a third-round pick, and a fourth-round pick. 3 of those picks haven't been used yet, so I do want to just put that out to the world. I think they traded one of those picks to Colorado, but anyway.
Who did Columbus use that first-round pick on?
Pyotr Andrianov.
All right,
the goalie.
That could potentially be a very bad trade.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah. You don't know. It's still a ways away from him even coming to the NHL, but
yeah,
I won't disagree with you. It's not looking pretty. So, what things of these 2 teams we just discussed? What are the biggest things for both of them that they need to get to turn around?
Goaltending, and just 5-on-5 play. Like I would say
It's almost like it's the two. Both teams are having the same issues, just to varying degrees. St. Louis is struggling a hell of a lot more in the crease. Minnesota is struggling a hell of a lot more 5-on-5.
I don't know. I would say St. Louis is really struggling to score overall. I'm not going to lie. But, yeah, well, I won't disagree. So that being said then, let's move on from that. I got a couple of things we want to discuss here. We're going to look through these stats around the NHL because there is some fun tidbits here when you look at these stats and the leaders around the league. And we're going to talk about what's surprising and what's not. First off, can you guys guess the leading point scorer right now in the NHL? He has 20 points.
Justin Brazo.
It is not Justin Brazo. No, Brazo is not even close. But hey, I like the pick. I like the pick. He's not even top 10 in anything.
Is it Caulfield?
It is not Caulfield.
Okay.
He is not even top 10 in points either.
Oh,
I don't think it's him, but is it Gino?
It is not Malkin either. No, Malkin is top 10. He is. He's been really good. You guys give up?
Is it Eichel?
It is not Eichel. Eichel's right there though. It is Mark Scheifele. He's got 20 points.
Holy crap.
Eichel's got 19. So Scheifele there in the top leading in points. He's been really good for Winnipeg. Also in the top 5, tied, is Nick Suzuki and Macklin Celebrini. So both the Celebrini boys are in there, or both the Celebrini and Suzuki boys are in there right now.
Larkin's there too.
Larkin is there as well. He is. Kyle Connor's there too. Malkin's there as well. Malkin really turned back the clock so far with the Penguins. He's been, they're really making it difficult for him to get rid of him for sure. And then Nick Schmaltz is there as well. Goal leader. It's a tie. It's a 3-way tie. Who do you guys think leads in goals? It's a 3-way tie. You got 3 guesses.
I know 2 of them. It's Cole Caulfield and Jack Hughes.
Yes. And the other one?
I'm gonna use my phone a friend, Tim.
Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard on this one.
I was gonna say I don't think it's a shocking. Is it McKinnon?
No. Yeah, it's McKinnon. I was gonna say don't think too hard on this one. There's also a couple of the guys here who are on this list. Pavel Dorofeyev, who has been awesome, 9 goals so far. Kiefer Sherwood has 9 goals. That was not on my bingo card through the month of October. And then Morgan Geekie has 9 goals as well. He's pretty much tied for second, like when you look at it in terms of second in goals, more or less. He's got 9.
So is Sid. Sid's in there too.
Sid's right there as well. Yeah, Draisaitl's right there too. Those guys aren't that surprising, but
Natchez at 8, or Marty Natchez has 9. Larkin's right outside the top 10 with 8.
Yeah, you're not
racking up the most assists right now.
Sorry, we're sorry. No. We go back. You're not gonna mention Shane fucking Pinto.
No,
Pinto
we were not.
I
was not going to mention him.
Pinto is 8.
Pinto is 8. Okay, yeah, I'll give him credit. You know who also has 8? Dawson Mercer, my boy Dawson Mercer, who is racking up the most assists in the league through the first month.
Nick Suzuki.
It is Suzuki. I know you looked, you asshole.
No, I didn't actually. I just didn't get it.
Suzuki is first with 16 assists. He's been phenomenal. Connor McDavid's up there too. Right? Leo Carlson's there as well.
Dude, he's nasty.
Leo Carlson, 11 points, 11 assists.
He is so filthy.
Yeah, he's really
whatever Greg Cronin did to that team. Whatever Cronin did to that team last year. Oof.
Yeah, that was my lord. That was one of the worst looks.
Like you look at it from with him, just how the Ducks are playing right now, and you look at Zegras, who's gone, just not even in Anaheim. Everyone is just taking off offensively.
Yeah. It's kind of. I agree. I totally agree. Cronin was really I don't want to use this term, but it felt like he was like a terrorist in there.
Yeah. You don't want to use the term, but we might have to use the term.
So
domestic
defenseman leaders,
domestic terrorist.
That's right. Defenseman leaders. Number 1 is Cale Makar. Who is number 2 in points for a defenseman right now? It's a tie, so you have a couple of guesses here you can guess with.
Well, I can tell you who's leading in goals.
Yeah, he is leading in goals. He's not top 10, though. Well, he is top 10, but he's not in the top 10 for this. LeBlanc, one of them you should know. Because he is up there tied for second. Don't think that hard.
The Manderson?
Yes, the Manderson has 11 points. He's tied there for second. Guess who's tied with him?
Lane Hudson.
One of your favorite players, Lane Hudson. Yep. One of your
You tell
favorite players in
Sergachev.
the league. Yeah.
Sergachev-
So Cale
Sergey's in
McCart's
there too,
leading
right?
by a mile. He has 7 points more than everybody else at the time we're recording. You know who else is in the top 10? Take a guess. So there's Matthew Schaefer, there's Zach Wierenski, Eric Carlson's up there, Charlie McAvoy.
Mikhail
Guess?
Sergachev.
No, not Sergachev.
Wait, no, he's on my fantasy team. He's not been doing good so far this year. I should
Think-
know that.
Think Pacific Division.
It's Brant Clark.
Is it Bouchard?
Brent Clark, no, it's not Clark. What? Bouchard, no.
Bouchard.
Bouchard. No.
It's not Hughes. He's been hurt.
No, he's been hurt. Were they
You
a
guys give
playoff
up?
team? No. Were they a playoff team last year?
No.
Is it Minchikov?
No, it's not Minchukov. I think he's up there, though. He is up
not,
there, yeah.
No, it's not Lacombe. He struggled.
No, not Lacombe.
Shea Theodore.
It's not Theodore either.
It's not a playoff team last year. Tim
One more guess.
Uyghur.
Nope. Tim?
A non-playoff team?
Yeah. Oh, man. You guys are never going to guess this.
Yeah, I can't even come up with a guess right now.
With 10 points, Dmitry Orlov.
God, that's right.
What?
I think I did know
Dmitry
that.
Orlov, his stat line so far with the San Jose Sharks, he has played 13 games played, 0 goals, 10 assists.
I was going to say, he's all offense right now for San Jose. All offense, no defense.
That's exactly what he is, yes. Also there, too, like Bouchard's right there. Artem Zub, 9 points in 13 games played.
I beg your pardon?
Z Boyum's right there as well, yeah.
I don't want to hear the Zoob slander from you, Tim.
I'm not slandering him. I didn't
You
know that guy
hate-
had it.
You hate
I thought he was just a
you hate
defensive-
him, my boy, and he can't understand what you're saying. But he listened. He listened, and now he's an offensive dynamo.
Oh, my
I
God.
thought he was just a defensive guy. Where the hell did this come from? We might have to test him. We might have to get him tested.
So, goal leaders here, Matthew Schaefer's number 1. Dougie Hamilton's in there in the top 5. You have Jake Sanderson there. Brandon Montour is actually there as well.
Really good this year.
Yeah. Assist leaders, nobody really surprising here besides, Dmitry Orlov. You got like McCarr, Morrissey, such and such. The rookie scores, and this brings us into another topic that we're going to talk about. But Matthew Schaefer and Ivan Demidov currently tied at 1 there. I want to move to the goaltenders first. So, who has the best save percentage right now with a minimum of 3 games played?
Jakub Dobish.
It is not Jakub Dobish. He is number 3.
A fraud.
Who the hell has a better save percentage
Actually,
than 930?
Actually, he's number 4. He's number 4.
What the blazing? What the hell?
We're just
Jonathan Quick, 941.
Damn.
But he's turning back the clock to Vesna for him. Good lord.
He's played 3 games though. Let's
There it is. There it is.
Let's be real here. Also, Logan Thompson, 935. He's looked good there for Washington. You know who's third? Devin Cooley, 4 games played, is a 933.
I saw him play live. He was very good.
He is a pretty good goalie. He's got those good quotes though, where he's like, "We're all gonna die. It doesn't matter." And then Dobish there is at number 4. He's been awesome.
That was an elite quote by Cooley, though.
Yeah. GSAX leaders. Number 1 is actually I'll go through the 4 below him because I want to guys try and guess number 1. Number 2 is Connor Hellebuck. Number 3 is Logan Thompson. Number 4 is Demko, and then number 5 is Jakub Dobish. Who is number 1 with the best GSAX in the league right now? Goals saved above expected.
I feel like I just watched the guy play the other night.
Is it Dostal?
Yeah, that was going to be my guess.
It is. You look at how Anaheim's been. He's been phenomenal.
He's worth every cent of that contract.
Absolutely. 100%. The worst GSAX leader, and I think LeBlanc, who it is.
Oh! Pick me!
It's Linus Olmark. Don't worry.
Yes.
I'll answer it for you.
Yeah.
I saw a tweet about this from that tweet hit Red Wings Twitter, and it was just like somebody posted the picture of the guy whose hands were chained and they broke the chains. It's like there's no Red Wings on the list now.
What's wild though is 4 of the 7 are goalies on a Canadian team. You have Olmark, you have Montembault, you have Caden Primo, you have Dustin Wolf.
You have Marilainen.
That. You also have Levi Marilainen there too at number 7.
There we go.
So, LeBlanc, I bring you to a question here with Ottawa. What is going on with the Sens goaltending, man?
It's ass. That's really all I can just put.
Well, at least he was straight to the point.
Just was.
They've started slow goaltending wise last year too. I'm not worried about it. I think Justin Peters might be not a great goalie coach. I just feel like he's been the goalie coach for a very long time, and I feel like every year the goalie starts slow. I know I'm not calling for his job or anything, but just not a great start. I feel like Allmark. Remember last year we all said, "Oh, Allmark's falling off," and then he went on that insane like .90, 970 run, and then he got hurt again.
Well, no, we did. No, last year, James. Let's at least get the quote right. We never said he was falling off. We just said he was a Boston Bruin defensive system merchant.
And yet, you were wrong.
Yeah. Montembault, second worst GSAX. Jakub Dobish, the 5th best GSAX. I ask you guys the question. I'm at TikTok about it today. Could you guys see a real possibility where down the road Montembault, Dobish takes over that starting role?
He should.
He already has.
He already has, yeah.
I would even say he has already. I'm not gonna lie to you. You look at how he's been compared to how Monty's been. It's been night and day. It has been night and day. So there you go. I wanted to read off those stats here real quick. That being said, though, we're going to move into our last segment here of the podcast. A little bit of a shorter episode. Maybe we got some hot topics around sports to talk about besides the Blue Jays. We are going to go over our October Calder Trophy rankings here for the month of October. Again, a lot of this is based off of month to month. So, some of these, they'll be different in November, obviously. It's the first month of October there as well. But regardless, let's hop right in. I'm actually going to let LeBlanc and Tim go first because my rankings have been mostly revealed everywhere. So I'm sure a lot of people have probably seen them already, but how you guys go first?
How many players do you want?
Top 5.
All right. Number 1 for me is Matthew Schaefer. Just the gravy train keeps on rolling. This kid's been everything as advertised. He's been actually better than I expected him to be when he came, coming into the year. Number 2, I'm going to give it to Emmett Finney. Emmett Finney's coming out of nowhere and really taken a top 6 role with the Red Wings. And he's run with it. Number 3, I'm going to go Ivan Demidov. He currently leads in rookie scoring right now.
Tied. But you're
He's
right.
tied now?
He's tied now, but this is October, so you're right.
Tied with Schaefer.
So Demidov's been what we expected him to be, but I feel like in games I don't really. He's a good player. I just feel like I need to see more from him. Like you're this elite talent. Show me. Okay. Number 4, I'm gonna go with Z Boyum. Z Boyum's been pretty good for the Minnesota Wild. Yeah, and then number 5, I'm gonna go with Snuggerud.
Good pick. Tim?
My 1 and 2 are the exact same as James. Number 1, I got Matthew Schaefer. Like we've said, that he has been better than advertised, better than we all thought he was going to be coming into the NHL. Number 2, yes, homer pick, sue me. I was going to go with Finney too. The story of being a 7th round guy in the Connor Bedard draft, and now he's playing top line minutes with Larkin and Raymond. Kid's insane. And then the notable omission James had from his list. James, where the heck? How did you not include Jakub Dobish?
That's next level hate there, LeBlanc.
I put in Demidov. I had both of them off. I totally forgot about Jakubowicz. I'm not gonna lie. I did this on the spot. I'm not gonna lie to you either.
Yeah. I had to get a little bit of goalie. Shout out goalie a little bit for him being a rookie, having a .930 save percentage and a sub-2 goals against. Just impressive. I mean, I remember I watched him at Ohio when he was at Ohio State. I knew he was good, and I knew he was going to be like an NHL caliber goalie. I didn't know he was going to be this good. So I've got him at 3. Then at 4, I've got Demidov. Like James said, he's been good, but I want to see more. And then at 5, I've got Zeev.
Okay, well, number 1, I got Schaefer, as the other guys have. I feel like what Schaefer's doing, he's a defenseman too, and he's putting up those numbers on a not-so-good team. Like, yeah, they're not, like, the worst team in the league, but I feel like if it weren't for Schaefer, they would be. Just going to be honest with you. Number 2, I have Demidov. Again, he's top 2 in scoring. He's got to be up there at number 2. I mean, like, yeah, maybe you want to see more out of him, I guess, but what more do you want to see out of him? I think he's been a great offensive forward there for Montreal. He's a great dynamic playmaker. He's got the great highlight reel moves. Number 3, Jakubowicz. I love the way he's played. I don't think those numbers are sustainable. And I think even Tim said that in a previous episode, or somebody said that in a previous episode. It might not have been you. I have no clue.
No, I think it wasn't an episode. I said it when we were doing the
the tier list. That's right.
When we were doing the tier list.
Get that out, by the way.
I said what I said.
Trying to think. So yeah, Dobich there, number 3. Number 4, I did have Boyum. Boyum has been a great dynamic power play quarterback there for Minnesota. And then number 5, I have Emmett Finney. Just a great story. I don't think that's sustainable. I feel like maybe he could be up there and possibly, but I don't think that that's going to be sustainable for itself to be a Calder guy. What are you doing, dude?
Number 5, really?
Shut up, Blake Snell.
Hey! Watch him out.
Yeah, but yeah, that's my top 5 for the Calder Trophy. So there you go.
It's pretty much the same 5 guys. We have them in different orders.
Yeah, pretty much same 5 guys. Just had them all in different orders. LeBlanc, just a big snuggered guy.
It's crazy how I'm right. It's crazy how I'm
definitely right. We're definitely not gonna get a lot of hate for this on social media for sure. All right. Well, that being said, then that's pretty much all I got. Was there anything else you guys wanted to talk about here? It could be hockey related. It could be sports related.
It was an awful weekend.
There was a really good game on Sunday. Bears and Bengals. Good God. Bears gonna bear. Am I right?
I'm not. No, the Bears won.
The Bears did win, but they shouldn't have.
The Bengals bungled it.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Bears won that game.
What a horrible weekend for me. The Sens lost on a bad giveaway in overtime. Tennessee lost, and now we're probably out of the playoffs. The Blue Jays reestablished this. And then the one thing that I thought was going to ruin my weekend was the Packers at home blowing out my Carolina Panthers. But you know what happened?
Keep pounding.
They shit the bed. Let's go. That's what happened. They shit the bed.
Which is the greatest thing, by the way. Keep pounding. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is a great tagline.
Well, the tagline is from. Do you know the story of the tagline?
I do not know the story.
What's the story? Does it have something to do with a drum?
So, So Sam Mills was a linebacker for the Saints, but when the Panthers came in, he signed with the Panthers, and he was a great player for the Panthers, and then he became a coach, and then he got cancer. And his tagline was "Keep pounding." So keep pounding that drum, keep pounding that rock, keep pounding. It was just basically it's a moral basically keep going. And unfortunately, Sam Mills did pass away from his cancer, and that's been this team's tagline ever since. Yeah.
All right, so I have one thing here before we wrap up. It is basketball related, so get ready to talk some NBA. Michael Jordan, in a recent interview, was asked about load management, and he said, quote, "It shouldn't be needed in the NBA." A follow-up quote to that was, "I want to impress that guy way up in the top who worked his ass off to come and watch me," meaning that, the fans who, worked their ass off for those tickets to get those really high up nosebleed seats there for a Chicago Bulls or a Sixers game or whatever, and all of a sudden you don't see your favorite player playing because of load management. So Jordan said in that he's like, it's not needed. It shouldn't be needed at all. Again, you see other players in other sports, you see NHLers that need rest days. You see baseball players that need rest days too. But a lot of the time, they're playing full 82-game seasons. Baseball players play unless if you're a pitcher, you'll probably play close to 155, 160 games a season.
I would say baseball players get at least 20 games off a year.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe a little bit less than that. Anyway, a little bit less than that, but still, it's over 100 games they're playing.
Yeah, you're playing 120 to 130.
But
here's my question: do you think load management should be needed in the NBA? I know we don't talk about the NBA that much, but what do we think?
I can't say I can't. Let me put this nicely. Load management. I get load management every maybe once every 12 games. I think that's a good sample size of load management. Every 12 games, my knees hurt. Give him the night off. But the fact that because now it's also come to a head because now to win the MVP you have to play a certain amount of games each year because of load management. So it's load management has affected everything from awards to the players. I'll be honest. If I go down to Toronto and I paid all this money to get a good seat at a Raptors game and Scotty Barnes isn't playing load management, I'm gonna be pissed.
Yeah.
I feel like with just that's just the culture, the sport culture difference between the NBA and the NHL. The NBA is a lot more me, where the NHL is you do whatever you can for the team. You do what you can for the win, and you, for the most part, you put personal statistics aside.
Mm-hmm.
That's just it's just the all around culture difference between the two sports. It's the NBA has always been quote unquote star centric, and yet the stars are the ones who are pushing all this load management crap. And then you look at the NHL, granted, in the NHL the stars aren't really marketed the greatest. That's a whole different can of worms. But it's
that's a whole different thing that we don't need to bring up.
We exactly
talked about that last episode.
Exactly. Well, it's with the stars in the NHL, all they want the team glory. They want the Stanley Cup, and everybody will do whatever you can to get that. Whereas in the NBA, you're just, from my very casual perspective, you're just there for the check and to maybe try to get a championship.
Yep. This is why college basketball is more popular than the NBA.
Yeah.
That is also a thing there as well. So there you go. I think that's pretty much all we can talk about here, unless there's anything else you guys wanted to bring up. Anything whatsoever. All right. Well, that'll do it here for this. Oh, sorry. You got something?
I need Drake to go away.
All right. I'm going to end the podcast. That'll do it for this episode of the Northern Block podcast. Hopefully LeBlock will not be in grieving next week. Thank you all for watching and listening. Go check out the tier list, by the way. We did our October tier list on this YouTube channel that you're watching on right now. If you're listening, go check out the Nordcast Network YouTube channel. We did our October 2025 tier list. It's an hour long, but it was a pretty good video. And also, I've been trying to get to it. I've had so much going on with my life and school. But the Jeopardy, we are doing a Jeopardy that will be out soon.
And
so please keep that in mind.
The tier list is an hour long, but you know what? We worked hard on that shit.
We did work hard
on
that.
Go watch it, please. Or Tim's not going to eat this month.
We did. Yeah, Tim won't eat. Tim will not eat.
Do you want Tim to starve? Go watch it.
Yeah.
Please help me.
Yeah, we took away his beer too. He's really struggling now. If you don't watch it, he can't drink. Yeah, it's both things there. All right, that'll do it for this episode of the MVP. Thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next week.
Ciao.
Let me flip this script. I feel privileged wish for all who can witness this. I am close to divine. Know the moment is mine, need no omen or sign. Providing a back sound to all the squares that ask around. Be getting it, my skills pay me. Trying to get a million, baby, with an adopted flow that God gave me. Me now. Tell whoever runners that they spot is temporary till I take it, it's mine. I'm selfish. Your will. Tell Miss I'm on my wealth tip. So when we cash out soon, I'm just investing. Hey, no yes men. I've been a legend since before mom and dad had me and was best friends. I chew through comp, don't test them. I chew on tracks, cause after that I bless them. I just do what I do. You see me? I just do what I do. I just do what I do. I don't know about you. I just do what I do. Check. I just do what I do.